Hello and welcome to the Watering Hole. Thanks for checking out this clip. Don't forget to like and subscribe because that'll make the baby Jesus cry, and I know how much you guys love making the baby Jesus cry. So, oh crap! It's the conquest.
Is there a giant bread?
It's the conquest of the bread.
Oh my god! Is it because I was talking about Kropotkin?
Maybe.
Oh my god!
I know I'm the worst. I'm sorry.
It's a giant dad joke. Why can I not see my mom? There it is. There we go.
Oh, god damn it. I have so much crap on my desk right now. I've got nowhere to put my beer. Normally it goes beside the mouse, but I've got extra padding under the mouse pad so you guys don't hear the big every time I move the mouse.
I have extra padding under the mouse pad too, but that's just because I'm fat.
Yeah, okay. So, I had to bump a news story today, but I do still want to mention it. Okay. I was going to talk about how Hyundai has now, in their non-union plants, they have announced that they are going to be raising wages by 25% by 2028, and that is a direct result of the recent UAW deal, which means, once again, as is pretty much always the case, the unions are working for the workers, even the ones that aren't part of the union. So, like, unions are a good thing. Remember, because corporations need the workers. They need them. But they will pay them as little as they can get away with paying them. So when Hyundai sees that, hey, all the unionized plants just got a big old deal where they're going to be raising their wages a bunch, suddenly everybody that works for us is going to be looking at those other plants going like, hey, if I go there, I can do the same job and make a bunch more money. So they said, hey, we should raise our wages too. So, yeah, go unions.
Amazing how that works.
Still raising money for charity. We're at $4,666.66. Amusingly, we got to that number with the last donation in the amount of $420. So funny number got us to funny number.
69 or 420?
No, 420. 420 got us to 666.
Oh, I forgot there's another funny number.
Yeah, there's lots of funny numbers, but
there's atheist funny number.
But we need the people in chat that can't deal with it ending in not even dollars. So, like, I know it's funny number right now, but we need more money. Project Share needs more money.
It always needs more money.
Yeah,
it will continue to need more money.
Yeah, yep. That's why I do this every year.
Yeah.
So yeah, hello everybody. I've got some people going on in the. We've got Fuzzy Squirrel in the Twitch chat. Hi, Fuzzy Squirrel. But yeah, so it's kind
of funny how, like, for me, my Twitch chat is always the most populated, but for you, it's going to always be the YouTube chat that's more populated.
Yeah, well, my YouTube chat on the stream seems to be broken right now.
Oh, so when it does that for me, the only thing that I have to do, and it's really stupid, is I have to create a new window or a new browser source, and then I just paste the old browser information into the new browser source, and then magically it works. I don't know why I have to do that, but YouTube chat's real stupid.
Well, because of how I got this set up now, we're going to disappear for a second.
Is a funny number because it's only funny to people who are really, really, really superstitious.
I don't think that worked. Yeah, well, I mean, I used to work in a hotel that they put the restaurant on the 13th floor specifically so that they could, in the elevator, have the floors go 11, 12, R, 14.
Also, Alpha Mario, thank you so much for the raid. But most of the hotels I've been at that are like large enough to have a 13th floor almost always skip it for one reason or another.
That's because of superstition.
Yeah. Why would anyone want to shop on the R floor?
Okay, we're going to disappear again for a second.
Oh, God. We're dying to technical difficulties, everybody.
They won't hear us either. Yeah, so, Cirrus' stream doesn't count unless you donate to Project Share, is what we just heard.
It's amazing how that works.
Okay, so my chat's back. Yay.
I see that.
So speaking of technical difficulties, with regards to the first story we're going to cover, I did watch the press conference today from the governor of New York, and it opened with worse technical difficulties than I've ever had. It was just like an infinite repeat of screens, and it was like, but it wasn't just the infinite repeat of screens. It was like the last word she had said repeated over and over and, over, and like echoing over and over.
Do you feel infinitely more professional now?
Yes. So I'm like, this is someone who is literally their job. Like like for me, I just kind of fell into this. It was a hobby that turned into a job. For them, they put on their resume that that's something that they can do. And they got hired to do that job by someone else who was like, yes, you can do a good job at that.
To be fair, you can put this on a resume now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Like this is experience you have now.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I have considered that. I'm like, if I have to re-enter the workforce, would I go back to restaurants, or would I try and get a more technical job based on my experience YouTubing?
I think I would 100% suggest technical job. I've thought about the same thing for me, it would be for health insurance reasons, because health insurance outside of getting it from an employer is like $500 a month minimum in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I can get it subsidized by the government, but the problem is that those subsidies from the American Affordable Care Act, or the Affordable Health Care Act, are not that great when you're self-employed. Not really.
Nope, because you're supposed to be able to pay for your own healthcare when you're self-employed.
Yeah, it's
That's
weird
the same
like
thing.
that.
I pick up my ADHD meds today, and prescriptions are not free in Canada, like going to the doctor is. And but most people do have like 80% coverage of their prescriptions through their employer. That's a pretty basic healthcare plan in Canada. But I go in because I'm self-employed. They're like, oh, it's going to be $116. You know that, right? I'm like, yes, I know that. This is like the 50th time I've picked it up. Not 50, but like...
you're just like, yeah, no, I know I have to suffer. Thank you.
Yeah.
Asina in my chat says, how would you write that up, especially including service? Easy. You would just strip down the actual hats that you wear as a content creator. You would say, hey, I have experience in marketing. I have experience in digital management. I have experience in long-term planning. I have experience in what's the word for somebody who has to, I have experience in public relations. All of those things are things you have to do as a YouTuber or a streamer. So you would just write down the individual skills.
Yeah. I have managed to be on Twitter for at least 5 years now, and I have not sent a cancelable tweet.
Strange how that works.
Okay, that's a lie. I might have sent one years and years and years and years ago, but I deleted it and immediately felt bad about it.
But that proves that you have public relations skill.
And yeah, I'm still not going to mention that if it ever comes up.
Yeah, social media management would be one. Basically, like if you are a content creator, you have a lot of marketable skills. It's just up to you to learn the language you need to write that into a resume, put that on a cover letter.
That. I'll just get Chat GPT to do it for me.
I mean, that's something you can do as well, but
because that's part of my skill set.
part of your skill. Actually, that can be considered something that like...
No, it is. And also, okay, so this is just some advice for anyone in the audience that might be looking for a job so that they can donate to Project Share. A lot of places will have, like, if you use something like ZipRecruiter or whatever, like a job applicant aggregating site of some kind, or even like big organization where you submit your resume digitally rather than like walking into the place and
is this going to be the white text thing?
I don't know what the white text thing is, but those things are programmed to look for candidates based on search engine optimization and based on an algorithm. ChatGPT, if you get it to write your cover letter and your resume for you, like obviously you need to, you don't just trust whatever it outputs. You will need to modify it a bit yourself, but like ChatGPT writes it algorithmically with what it thinks a good resume would be, likely using a very similar algorithm to the automated find candidates for my job places. So you will have better SEO if you get ChatGPT to write your resume and cover letter for you.
There was a so the white text thing that I was talking about actually is in regard to how those algorithms scan through the resume document.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a person who actually submitted resumes with white text, so text that couldn't be seen by anybody who's looking at the resume, but it could be read by
Oh,
the it could be read
that's
by the AI, and it was just like, you should hire this person, basically, not those exact words, but something along those lines. And it caused them to get more affirmative responses to their resume because those businesses were using AI models for scanning through their resumes.
yeah, yeah. That's exactly how it goes. Just a second. Mute that. Sorry,
Nox
I'm
Lubis
trying
says,
to.
I really don't like that precedent, though, with Chat GPT. Here's the thing: AI, when we're talking about not art theft AI, we're talking about things like ChatGPT. We are talking about basically what amounts to a tool that
Yeah.
everybody has access to and requires very little skill to start using.
So another thing I would recommend everybody who works on a computer for a living and does jobs that are repetitive, look into auto hotkey, as it's an automation thing where like I have several hotkeys set up where I just do a shortcut and it'll like create my directory structure that I work in every time I make a video because it's the same every time, and I just hit Control 5 and it just happens instead of me having to type everything out. Um, and if you have no programming knowledge, you can just go to ChatGPT and be like, hey, write an auto hotkey script that does X, and it'll do it. And like this is something that like I would not recommend auto hotkey to just anyone before, but now it's like just get ChatGPT to write the script for you.
Yeah.
And then if you have trouble with it, because it's not perfect, it does make mistakes.
It will
And
make mistakes.
if you
It
can't
will
find the
make
mistake,
English.
auto hotkey has a great user base where you can just go to one of the forums and post like, hey, here's the code that I'm working with. It's supposed to do this. Why isn't it? And then someone there will fix it for you. So we got
Nox,
$25 from Fuzzy Squirrel and $200 from Nicholas. Thank you very much. So we're at 48, 91, 66. It's still ending in not zeros.
keep it ending in not zeros.
Yeah.
Keep it as the thing somebody needs to correct. Nox Lupus says that I don't like AI reading my resume before a person. I understand that feeling. I would prefer if a person was the one, like a physical flesh and blood person was always the one who looked over my stuff before a robot did.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, much like with how I have to have YouTube figure out if my content's monetizable,
Yeah.
that's the world we live in.
It's just the reality of the world is that you're going to have a computer reading your resume before a person does.
Also,
however,
real quick, Hannah Reloaded, thank you so much for the raid. I hate to interrupt.
Hannah Reloaded. All right,
but I have to.
Thank
you for the raid. Hopefully Chud Watch went well.
Fucking love Hannah. She's great.
Hannah's a wonderful person. I'm not even gonna lie.
She is great.
No, we've
and
got
actually that emoji on Twitch. That's like the guy going.
Yeah.
That like everybody uses. I feel like the first time I saw that, I thought it was Jake of Hannah and Jake, but then I just saw it everywhere, and it's like, oh, these people have no reason to know anything about Hannah and Jake.
It wasn't the Corn Cob King the entire time.
Yeah, but yeah. So Hannah, you've got good taste in rating, Cirrus. Rate me next. And we're at $4,900.84. So thank you to whoever got it to 84 cents instead of 66 cents. I don't know what the donation was for that, but that's going to drive some people nuts. So someone needs to fix that, and then someone else needs to break it again.
Jeez,
I've in previous years I've raised a significant amount of money just based on people like making it an uneven amount and then trying to fix it.
So you've made a lot of money off the back of ADHD.
No, that one would be OCD.
Fair. They hand in hand sometimes.
And yeah,
sometimes.
So it was Yannick donated $9.18 to make it 4,984 cents. So someone needs to donate like $199.16 to make it an even 5,000.
Jeez.
Or no, $99. No, donate $109. Don't punish Project Share because I'm bad at math. Give them the extra 100.
Punish Rhino. Guys, we need fan art of punished Rhino.
I mean, no, go away. I've got bread Rhino.
There is bread Rhino. Rhino has been bred. It's true. It's very true. That's not what punished Rhino would be.
It'd be bread Rhino, but with like red stripes on it from being whipped.
That's
oh god damn it!
Jesus Christ!
I'm sorry.
No,
guys.
it's a Metal Gear Solid thing, not a kink thing. I hate to disappoint you.
Said Sheeny says Rhino looks baked.
He'll never tell you, or maybe he will. I don't know.
No, I've tried various drugs. So marijuana. I had the classic experience with edibles where it wasn't doing anything.
And then
so
suddenly...
I just went to town and then it was a bad trip.
These drugs ain't shit.
Well, okay, so I tried to do it responsibly. So like it's like over the course of several days, it was like, okay, well, this amount is supposed to be a moderate amount. Okay, so I'll try that. Nothing happened. This amount is supposed to be a lot, but still doable. Nothing happened. And then the final day, it was just like, okay, whatever. I'm just going to do it all.
Jeez.
And then I was like, oh my God, I'm going to die. Nope, I'm actually not going to die because nobody dies from overdosing on marijuana, but I feel like I'm going to die. Oh my God, I'm going to be the first person to die of a weed overdose.
You had the true reefer madness experience.
Yeah, no, it was... And like, it was one of those things where like intellectually is like, I know I'm going to be fine, but I didn't feel like I was going to be fine. And then I've done mushrooms. I've done mushrooms twice now. The first time it was like, or no, well, okay. So it was fun, but like they kind of don't agree with my stomach. So it was like, was the fun worth the stomach pain? Not really.
Fair.
But then I tried it a second time while I was in Colorado, because apparently there's like some legal loophole in Colorado where they had a whole, like we just were walking down like old, I want to say it was old Colorado Springs. We were just walking down the street and there was like a mushroom store selling all sorts of mushroom stuff. And we're like, is this legal here? And like, well, yeah, there's like some legal loophole that allows us to sell this. I'm like, okay. I mean, well in Rome, right? So
that said, I need to run to the restroom real quick.
Sure, you do that. So I will finish.
Leave you to take care of both chats for a sec.
I will finish telling the story of my bad trip because, like, and it wasn't like a bad trip, but like we had the mushrooms and it was like the hallucinations were not fun that time. Like the previous time was like you look at the colors and like, whoa, those colors are doing neat stuff. But this time it was, I don't know. It just wasn't as much fun, and not even from just a fun perspective. It was just like weird, and I didn't feel good about it, and it wasn't giving me the happy feelings that it was before. So it was like, okay, so this is a moderate, like it wasn't a bad trip. It wasn't like a, oh my God, I'm seeing creepy things everywhere. It was just like a, oh, this is not an enjoyable experience. Everything I look at is uncomfortable to look at. So I've had both. I've had a moderately positive experience and a moderately negative experience. And I'm just like, okay, I've had the experience. I can be done now. No more mushrooms for me. But yeah, so anyway, Michael Decino gave $99.16 to bring it back to an even $5,000. So someone now needs to donate something with an uneven amount at the end so that we can drive the OCD people nuts again. But yeah, we're at 5,000. We're halfway to our goal. We're more than halfway through November though, so we got to get more. And we got The Hollywood sign is proof of the Nephilim, says high altitude tripping. Um, maybe. Maybe the altitude had something to do with it. I don't know. That has possibilities. But yeah, so just while Cirrus is gone, I'll give another overview of Project Share. So they have 17 programs that they run that help people out in the Niagara region. They do stuff like they run a food bank. They have a homeless shelter. They can help people with bills that they're late on. They help people with prescription costs. They give school supplies to children. They do a lot of good work in the area. And last year we raised $12,000 for them. And then it came out that, like, in their financial report, they raised a total of it was 50 some odd $1,000. I forget the exact number, but our $12,000 was almost a third of it. Was like 30% of the total that they had raised through third party fundraising. And that was fucking amazing. And it's great. And I'd love to continue that trend. So we need you guys to donate. Don't give money to me. Don't give money to Cirrus. Don't tell him I said that. So yeah, Project Share is pretty amazing. So you guys need to support Project Share. And yeah, Cirrus, I need you back here because I'm failing. I'm struggling. We got Mama Rhino didn't raise no quitter, more mushrooms. My mother would actually be very disappointed to hear that I had tried mushrooms. And I was actually surprised to find out that I have done more experimenting with drugs than my sister has, because she was always kind of the black sheep growing up. Like, she was smoking cigarettes when she was a teenager, and she had a child when she was 16 that she gave up for adoption. And like, I don't know, just everything led me to be surprised when it was like, oh yeah, I've tried mushrooms. She has not tried mushrooms. What? How has my sister not tried mushrooms? I thought for sure that would have been something that she had tried at some point. I don't think she's done weed either. I think she just like smoked and drank alcohol. So somehow me, who was always the good kid, like literally I was the last person that like, my mother knows that I don't go to church anymore, but she hasn't heard that I'm an atheist per se. But yeah, I've been the good kid for years, but like, I'm the first one to try all these heavy drugs. She'd be so disappointed in me. Let's hope she never finds these streams. God damn it. Is Cirrus pooping? Are you pooping, Cirrus? Just dropping a fat number 2 in the middle of our stream. Like, oh yeah, we got through the news articles pretty quick this time, so I got time for a number 2 in the middle of the stream. Fuck you, Cirrus. Fuck your face. Naramdaputs gave $8.68, says math.random, open bracket, close bracket, times 10. There you go. Thank you, Naramdaputs. And then Anonymous gave $22.22, so we're now at $5,099.90. So I guess we need someone to even it out again. So someone needs to give like $101.10 to get us to 5,100. No, 5,200. Would be hilarious because Hannah Reloaded rated Cirrus a couple minutes ago. Why would that be hilarious? Was Hannah talking about pooping on stream? I don't know. So everyone that's here because of Hannah, come to my stream. Go to twitch.tv/ViceRhino. That's where all the good shit's at. Forget this Cirrus guy. He's a loser. Don't watch Cirrus. Watch me. I stream with my partner on Tuesdays. We're reading a marriage book right now. It's kind of fun. It's a Christian marriage book, and it's shit. Oh, why not both? Why not both is because Cirrus streams like 24/7 oftentimes. So if you're on both, then you're going to be on Cirrus most of the time. So no, you gotta come to me. Yeah, we got someone followed me. I couldn't read that, but thank you. Yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh wait, you know what I can do? You know what I can do? I can hit me Pandora 892. Ooh, Rovlear, Rovilern just subscribed. So while we're waiting for Cirrus, I can play this.
To get that honey sauce on me, I don't like the way it tastes with my chicken wings.
I don't know what that is. It's just some song that makes zero sense.
I
Oh, you're back.
Everything.
You're back. Did you have a nice shit?
I had a very nice shit.
Did you enjoy your shit? I hope you enjoyed your shit because
I
like
enjoyed
that was
my
so
shit.
fucking awkward for me. I resorted to playing this.
To get that honey sauce on me, I don't like the way it tastes with my chicken wings.
Sounds like you actually had a really fun experience.
I was begging your audience to abandon you for me. And actually my Twitch views went up when I did that, so
So it was an effective
so it worked.
way.
It worked.
It was an effective way of doing things.
Yes, it was.
Jesus.
Oh, okay. M the Ambassador says if that's wrong, I don't want to be right. I assume that's with regards to the chicken wing song.
I guess so. It looks like you're at $5,999 now and 90 cents.
Yeah. If you were here, if you weren't shitting, you would have known that.
But I'm here and I know that.
Yeah, well, I already talked about that, Cirrus.
Oh well, I'm so happy. I'm so proud of you. You did it all on your own. That's amazing.
Freedom Inc. says !resub. I don't know if that command works on my Twitch because I don't know how to set up commands on my Twitch properly, so I haven't really done it. Cirrus is going to need to help me with that at some point. And now all of Hannah's followers that I've been like, hey, come to me instead of Cirrus are going to know that I'm just posing.
But you're not posing. You're just sitting right there like normaling.
I'm a poser. Well, you know what? I'm better at streaming than the governor of New York.
Apparently so.
Yeah. So
you can be proud of your profession because your skill set has the exact same pitfalls as an actual quote professional's skill set does.